that, you will be heaping insult upon your own tribe and your people unknowingly thinking you are doing that to the Edo people or to the Benin Kingdom. You don't know you are only insulting your tribe and your own people in that manner. So for me, this is where I no go say they do so. No be say me I no go feed one, but I just feel say they're not rich. People from Edo State again, where we share the same Edo State together. They're British, no me not mu. Now me I go come say make I can't waste my time. They explain history too. If you are not from Benin, go to the River Palace of Benin Kingdom and say that. Who is even dragging you in the first place that you must come from Benin? Eh? Go to your kings over there because too many kings don't full social media now. You just carry camera, go to your king. No just coming to be singing, raining insult. You can go carry camera, you let all of us see that. You go and ask some of these questions like that Onome that came up before. You understand? You want to know how the Benin word came about, or who are the Benin people? Are they still the same?
Mama, you go to the palace, go and ask where.
Me go to. Hey, is it not better? Go and ask from your kings. Or you go to the River Palace of Benin Kingdom and say that. That is not enough for you to be jumping like jumping monkeys, insulting the hell out of your tribe and your people, and you think you are doing it to the Benin or the Edo people who have not done you anything wrong. You understand? Simple as that. So we put more time to talk about the Edo history and promoting the Edo culture. If we have discussions with the Yorubas, that one can still be quite understandable. Not that they themselves, even the Yorubas, they don't know the truth. They are just trying to cover up. But the truth definitely will come out one day.
Those ones are also trying to claim superiority too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no way lies can supersede the truth. It can only be there, or lies can be there for a very long time, but at last, the truth will always prevail. Not be una way inside those state that it will be more easier for you to carry your camera, go to your king, and ask questions. Okay? So now so me I see is all a waste.
Thank you for your submission. DJ Cairo.
Yes, sir.
What's your opinion?
All right, let me quickly just add to what Mama Mia said. The thing is that one thing they should understand, it wasn't per Idu children that established the kingdom. They should put that in mind. Because before the existence, before civilization began to progress, we have what we call Ozowe era. Who were those people? They were beneath. Right? So
yes.
If they're trying to claim superiority or something,
thank you, DJ Stero. There were two dynasties. The dynasty of Odionwe, and also another one of Ikodionwe, before Paidu, who mostly now brought the civilization to...
Yeah, from everything we do. Remember, from everything we do, we always use that appellation because we regard him to be our progenitor. You understand? For what he done, was what he has done for Edo people. So it doesn't mean that maybe he was the one that covered every event that happened in that land. No. You understand? So it was just regarded as our progenitor. So they should go and understand and do research about progenitor, the meaning of progenitor. It's just like a leader that leaded the group to a successful place or not successful place. You understand? Or where you found yourself. So they are not getting it right. You know, we have the Benins there. Who has the Olia? Olia is, a Benin man. He's an ancient man. He existed also, right from immemorial. You understand? So there is nothing that can change. So for them trying to say that it was the children of Idu that established the kingdom, they were fighting over the kingdom, that is fallacy. That is total lies. You understand? It was not like that. You know? Now they should also understand that after the flood, that name came into existence. Ubini. You understand? That was when the name became in existence. It was during the kingdom, when the kingdom began to progress. Then we have Igodo that derive from also a name from one particular king.
Igodo.
If all those people are trying to confuse their brain, they are just confusing their brain. We know our history. Nobody can change that. So if you see the fallacy from the monkey face or whatever you call himself, it's very easy, it's very simple to ask. There was no, if you said it was an invasion, how can you manage the son of a person that came to invade you? You will allow that son to grow up and become a king over you. Is that not stupid?
Thank you. I talked about it before Facebook also.
It's very simple. Then I saw one woman that was trying to give a speech in Lagos. She said she was giving a bath, and they go to a challenge of a game, and that name came about. Owomika. Owomika was trying to direct it to Yoruba tongue. No, that is a lie.
Somebody who could not talk.
If you
said, start speaking Yoruba.
I haven't said that. I haven't said that, my brother. Just imagine this narrative from this angle. A person that was born in Benin and grew up in Benin, how can you imagine him to speak Yoruba?
Wait, sorry. A person who could not talk.
Oh, that name Eweka, the meaning in our language is I succeed. So as a child, he was not be able to pronounce it very well. You understand? So it's very simple. So they are just trying to direct everything to their side. And if you ask me, the Oni of Ife they are talking about, let somebody come up here and tell us, when was the first Oni of Ife installed?
Mm-hmm.
That is another question we should ask ourselves. You know? So you see, we are talking about Ododuwa. Is Ododuwa the father of the Yoruba today?
Never.
So who are the Yorubas? Because we understand that the person that straightened that Yoruba we know today, we were born 1809. And if we are talking about the event of 1100, so who are you deceiving? You know,
like this one you just talked about now, eh? The other one was saying, okay, according to Monkeyface and although I don't want to mention Monkeyface here, he's an outcast, so that's why
Don't use the word monkey. Monkey talks.
First of all, with all these Arisco people, they said Oromina came to conquer Benin. Now, somebody that came as an invader to your place, they said he couldn't succeed, though. They now succeeded in driving him back, the invader. So the invader now left a newborn baby with you. And the newborn baby later became an Oba Eweka the first over you in your very present. The invader, the father you pursued away, who couldn't no longer invaded your land, who couldn't no longer invade. They said they succeeded in driving the invader away. So in your very present, the invader now still left his son, a newborn child, and you still allowed the child to grow up. It was still the newborn baby now that now come and invade, take over your place from you again. You understand me? So you see, all they are saying is nonsense. A son of an invader in your own land, you succeeded driving away the invader who couldn't succeed in invading again. Then the son now grew up in your presence again to come and take over your land.
And you're not giving the post to take over.
So if you look at all the nonsense they are saying, all the fallacy, not to talk of this one now where person go come they waste time. Put Pilogosa really tried and he's doing a great job. Also, because he's really trying. So what I'm trying to say, not that we will not debunk like Pilogosa is doing. Some of these they are because of people they are being brainwashed or
people are gullible.
Gullible people among them. Yeah, but we shouldn't be putting time for people whether they share those states, if not for the British with us. Now we go come they put time, they waste time. sometimes we might just come around, just like Baby Mike did now, to touch some of these aspects of the thing. Even Paiduna, as an Edo man, that one is already enough to debunk all the lies there. And again, that the OVs from Urohbo at a time around the
in the coronation,
during their coronation, they will always go to Benin first to take the leadership mantle. From there, that one is just enough. Say we go come they get time to they put with this miscreant. I don't know. I don't want to use that word because of biologists. I know they like they like that kind of thing. So that's just that. These people, they just want to keep wasting our time here. And that cannot be. That cannot be. Sometimes if we feel like we just touch some aspects of this thing, just like that, because we have a lot to do. The Edo culture is there to promote. The Edo history is there to narrate. So, now so me I see him, actually he has done a lot and is doing a lot.
No, for me, if I see any video where something about the history of Benin is being mentioned and that thing is not true, I will always come up to debate. That one is short. Like the issue of when he was saying that Aka, if I may, that Aka was Urohbo. The question
he said,
the question I asked was that who was Paidu? Let us start from the father. He was using the sons. I said Paidu was a Benin man, and I have evidence to prove that he was a Benin man. That one automatically has resolved that problem. Then number two, if you look at the coronation, the Ovio Ugeli, Orojo of Okpe, the Ovio of Ogara, the Ovio of Ogara and that of Orojo of Okpe, they went to the palace of the Oba Benin to collect the ceremonial staff from the Oba Benin. That one alone don't already show say. Then the Ovio of Ugeli too went to the palace to ratify his Ovioship. So for me, that one has already proved. People will now know that.
Yes, that's the name, the ceremonial staff you said.
Yes,
sorry,
so for me now, I'm so at rest. And the people will be calling me, telling me, hello, sir, you don't see what the guy talk. People they send me message, people they send me message. Almost 10 people send message from my DM. Well, even coming for WhatsApp. Say, pa, what you the wait for? Wait, so don't worry. I go do one. So I've done those ones. Then if there's anything that this one is talking about Godo, area and this thing, I will just do a little video on that one, on where they come from. From where a person come from is even more superior than the name the person bear. And names, it is possible for names to mean different things to different tribes. So your names and your language, they are not criteria. The major criteria is your ancestor, where you come from. For example, Oba Godo, and that of which is also known as Igodo. He comes from Idun-Yoto district in Benin, and Idun-Yoto is in Benin. So automatically that one has already been. I will do that. That's what I'm going to be doing. I just do debunking. I'm not going to do saga with anybody. I just do my debunking. That's all. So I'll just debunk those three things he said, that we should mention, we should explain the meaning of Igodo, Ere, and one of that Orire. So with where they come from, automatically we cater that one. So anytime Mike come up to say anything, I will always respond. That one is sure for me. Then if you have other topics that you want me to talk about, you can give me topics about the history of the Benin. I will do that. So I'll just be doing different topic. Like tomorrow now we'll talk about the kinship of the Igbos, of the Onitsha, where it comes from. I just do little similarity between the kinship. I just do that one and drop her. Then if I say that there's this issue of Benin, Edo, Igodo, Migodo, I also treat that topic too, so that people will know, so that people will no longer be gullible. Some people, like what that guy said, he said Idu Igodo, Migodo is not Benin. I don't know where the Idu Igodo, Migodo is. He should come and tell us where it is now. So I also do live video and do videos on all those things. That's how I'll be doing it. Like one of Egareva, they were trying to misquote Oyere. Owerri did not say that the Benin came from Ife. He only said that they stopped over.
At all.
That Ife he was talking about is not Ile Ife in Osun State.
Uhe.
I wasn't be doing so.
It's
So.
Ogi.
It's
And
Uhe.
again,
So if I see all
did you
those
know
things,
that Igareva never even said, like the way they would like to
he
misquote
suggested. He only suggested.
that Kalaredera died on Ugoto. How come that the people of Igala recognize his presence in
That's
Igala?
one. And they should come and show us the grave of a Kalaredera in Ugoto.
Exactly.
Of course, they should do that because they can't just go about telling lies.
Because some persons went to Ugoto the other time. So they should come and show us the grave. Once they show me the grave, they will be convinced.
Because people they can tell you
changing history. So how long
Kaladera was in Igala before he left.
We were told where it was a gala they named him Oduduwa. I think that man explained the meaning of Oduduwa.
Yes, that ambassador, yeah.
So yeah.
That is true. That a man came and that man came, it was a Canada. So then thank God now I say we are now doing critical thinking to debunk.
No, you are doing great, my brother.
To debunk that
of course.
Oromiya. Even if you look at books, I just so I will not forget, let me say this because of people who are listening. When they tell you that Oromiya came to invade and conquer the Igodomigodo, that is not true. Among the Yoruba historians and the Benin historians, there is a consensus. I have a book where there is a consensus between the Yoruba historians and the Benin historians that they all agree that there was never a time Oromiya invaded the Godomigodo. Samuel Johnson and what have you, S.B. Omoege, name them, both of them. I have a book, look at it here. Look at the book here. Let me show you the book. That there was never a time that look at it. Yeah, this is the write-up. This book contains a consensus between the Yoruba historians and the Benin historians that when they were doing comparison, that they all agreed that Oromiya never invaded the Godomigodo. They agreed that he was invited. But how come? Why was it that he was invited to come and take over the rulership in Benin, in the Godomigodo? You understand? They all agree.
These are not true because some will say he invade, like what I said before.
He was invited. That's the correct word.
So they all agreed that he was invited. They all invited. The things that Oba Eredawa said, they were in 2005. He was absolutely correct. The Yoruba historians and the Benin historians agreed that there was never a time Oromiya came to invade and took over. Like what over the Benin. Yoruba historians, Samuel Johnson, even in this book, they even said that if you look at what Igareva said that has to do with that related to Ile-Ife, that he was influenced by Samuel Johnson. If you look at anything that concerns the Ife people and the Benin, you know that either way we have dispute with Igareva, the history concerning what he said concerning the connection between the Benin and the Ile-Ife people. People even OSB Omege, then this Osadolo, who's now a professor at the University of Benin in East International Study, they all believe that those things that Igareva said concerning the relationship between the Benin and Ife, that they disagree, was because it was influenced by him.
That's the Yoruba. Even the another lines they wanted to come up with that they were later proposed. A lot of people carried out so many excavations over the places they said. When Igareva first went to Ile-Ife, there was absolutely nothing like that he wrote. It was during his second time of going to Ile-Ife that they kind of tried to brainwash him now to say that he should put that. But thank God Almighty, those things, they were debunked. You know, the excavations being carried out, there was nothing absolutely like that. That was some of the distortions of the Benin history that the Yorubas, they wanted to come up with. So that's that.
Yeah,
Nobody,
Camila,
no matter how they will try, they can't.
The same Igareva book they are referring us to Igareva book was established in Ibadan because that was the only printing press we have then.
Exactly.
That was where they changed everything. You understand?
Yeah.
That is the truth. So if they are
Yes,
talking about if they are talking about Igareva book, the Igareva book is not a reference.
No.
No, we have other sources, even from our oral history. You remember the song they sang for
Kaladira wo kalade. Inu yakpa iwa mem ro. Inu yakpa iwo ve maginyu o. E kaladira wo e kaladiri. So that's the song.
This is our history.
Because the history is so true and authentic.
Yeah.
That's why anybody that will want to.
This is our history.
Because the history is so true and authentic.
Yeah.
That's why anybody that will want to history. If not, the Benin history talks for itself. It speaks. Everything you are saying in Benin, the deities, the artifacts, the name it, the shrines, everything they all represent the Benin.
They are still there.
Yeah, so even the first prison, and that one I go carry come out later. That was in
for
Benin.
Sapele Road, I think.
So, there's no way. They are only just wasting their time. The Yorubas themselves, they know the truth. That's why they have so many of these versions of their history. You know, go still get ahead. They will still keep on formulating more lies. Why not admit to the truth? Which, of course, you know. So, that's that. But even at that, when we still they talk about these other people, person go they understand, say they are outsiders. Not these ones. When you go come they make person, they give person. So I just believe it's stress. They want to give themselves stress, but I thank God for the strength our brother have. Okay, look at the names of Ogisona. Who are you that will explain the name of Ogiso to? Is Ogiso your father? All these things go they provoke me sometimes.
The name
when
Ogiso
we know
itself.
that this ancient name, even the names we still have in Benin, when you come to look at the names of the Obas today, they always have deep meanings to them. These are names attached to the gods of the land of the ancient Benin. They are deep names with deep significance attached to the gods, to the deities. That's where the Benin they derives their names from. Then you will not be expecting one person to come and tell you how the name of Ogiso waiting in mean. You know, irrelevant questions from them where go they provoke me sometimes.
No, the title itself, the title Ogiso, is it not a word? Ogiso. So what else? The title itself, it means.
We come to tell you they have their own Ogiso. Now Ogiso that they come.
No, it's not Ogiso, it's Ogiso. It's an Edo word. Forget about that. They want to drag. Yeah, they'll drag. You want to collect the glory that is not yours. Huh? Just very, very. I don't know why this part like this. People's glory. Stay on your lane. Hello.
And if you come to look at it, the supremacy they will be claiming is from them. The marginalization, the supremacy they claim is from them. Because the Edo people don't have anything to drag with you. I don't know what the Benin will have to drag with you. All those supremacy you'll be hearing they claim is from them. You want to fit in where you did not even belong. And again, you want to even reap where you did not sow. You want to put yourself in a place that you don't belong. It's very unfortunate. That's why they say me that they go palace. We are tired of your cry. Go to the River Palace of Benin Kingdom. If not for my brother here, me, none of would have come from Benin. But for his respect, now him just they make me say, okay, since he says you people are also from Benin. For me, now only Edo people come from Benin. Take it or you leave it. But
Even
since my brother explain it from the history perspective, talking about history, so I cannot say no to that. Left for me alone. When I not even come from Benin, talk less, you go get the time to the sink. Say you not be from Benin. Now you senior, now you junior. I'm telling you the gospel truth. So
even as it is now, anywhere you find yourself, maintain your lane, stay on your lane, don't pop nose, that people's matter. Be on your own.
because left for me
Everybody be on your
alone,
lane.
when you not come from Benin, you don't can't know how you take senior or how you take junior. Your head. There will not be anything like that because for me, you are not from Benin. So how you go can't take be junior for Benin? How you go take be senior? Simple as ABC. But we can't, according to my brother Elogosa, Mr. Elogosa here, me I not go fit say otherwise for his respect. Because to me, I believe if you are not from Benin, there's no way you can come and claim junior or senior. So thank you.
The seniority they are talking about, was there any time we have a share where the Benin parts then bigger than their side?
But they are always crying about that
You
cola.
need cola now. They should go and buy cola tree.
That
They are free to bring cola. If I said I'm a senior, I'm from Benin, so you can also say you are senior. So what is that for? Why
no, there are some certain things that our ancestors have done on ground, so they can't change that one. Yes, we are the one that break cola. Let them. That is how it is.
No,
Yeah.
if for example, if that should be the case, they should carry the cola nut. We are okay.
That one. We're going to look into that one. Breaking of cola nuts. We're going to look into that one. That's what he said.
Exactly.
When he said that we get, that's what he said. Sometimes it is
It's
good
only
for
cola
us
nut we share with them.
People will need to come out
What
and
provoked
talk
me
on
mostly
the fact
not
that
these things is the insult that they will be heaping upon themselves. The insult, not just the aspect of their lies, their propaganda, but all that insult where they go to insult their tribe and their people, where they not go no. Now that one they just vex me.
they do that
Who
one.
told you are from
So I
Benin?
really happy for
because now if they read the history, you can't change history.
because net the other yesterday. I want to stop me. We might back. Oh, they call me. Because the thing you go back and say they'll come make them they confused, not really know what it is. Those of us who know all these things now, we're not really worried. People don't know. Don't know. They don't really know all these things. That will not teach you. We also go to look at it. Or not. That will not be like authority. Anytime we are more quiet, we are Lillian. Because the issue of Urohbo, you get what people now talk about it. I'll talk two things about them. But don't give us. We know that's what now. We know what is there for them. I will talk so that next time they know they know that guy come out tomorrow they talk. Urohbo come out John will come out today, tomorrow come they talk. I'll talk that thing. And for that, I know that I can go to say is the truth. I will know that those days they talk brothers were fighting one another because of stupidity, because of selfishness, because of greediness. They fought themselves. So what say we want to deal with Urohbo? They are not our brothers. It transpire. Just with this papa, this mama, we fight ourselves. People will be saying, "God, just tell you, cash. I'm going to do it again." So that himself as a deterrent. So that other people will not to they will not be able to mobilize other people as well as to join. That was how some of them as a equal. people saying that we said with robots and building that the man can't use them for something else. What power was that? It was done to serve as a detriment to discourage people from joining them. Because in the old days they were looking for you have to gather momentum, gather follower with increase population. So if I discover people supported the stereo, by the time I conquer the stereo, I would the people were following I serve as detriment or as a lesson, a scapegoat goat, so that people will not continue to the stereo. I would disarm him. That was the reason why some of those people were used the Beninese. It does not mean that they were not Beninese. They didn't come from Benin. They came. So I can matter. So that is it. So let us do our last submission before we call it a day.
Okay, sir. You have said it all because it's just one thing I have to say is that those people, they need to go for research because everything that happened in Africa today, same thing happened in Europe. You understand? Even in France, a brother on a life is brother because of power, you know? So things like that. So those are events of the past. So they fail to understand it. That is the problem. And you cannot take that as an yardstick. It was an event and it was compulsory based on the life of those days. You know, we are talking about pre-colonial era. So many things happen. But the truth must remain the same. You cannot change it. So that is it. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the job well done. And one thing, before I stop, one thing I have to say,
last submission.
So long Africa is concerned,
yes.
So long Benin is concerned, is a big privilege if you trace your ancestors to Benin, in case you don't know.
Yes.
So long the people of Nigeria is concerned, it's a privilege if you trace your ancestors to Benin. It's not because I'm from Benin. Go and check the anthropology of Africa history. If you are not connected to Benin, as you are in Nigeria, then you are from the Mesopotamian family, from Babylon region. Go and check. If you want to know about Benin, go and check very well. We are not just here for nothing. You understand? So the cause of all this problem that we have been keeping quiet for so long. You understand? We just think maybe the history is there, nobody can discuss it. You know, it became worse when social media came up. You understand? So no, we have to come out just the way we are doing today. So we are not fighting anybody. It's just that we need to keep our heritage. You cannot just come from one corner to change it because that is our heritage. And the case you must know, that kingdom you are seeing there is the generator of every kingdom in West Africa. Go and read your books. That is it, sir. Thank you.
That's why they call it the heartbeat of Nigeria.
Freedom of civilization. When somebody, when you even know you are related to Benin, that is up to already be something.
It's a privilege
for you. The Benin descendants, how they will be coming joyfully. Yes, it's a great privilege. How happy they are. They will always be knowing that their origin is from Benin. So nobody they drag anybody, please. You now understand me, so please. Enough of the insult, the lies, the fallacy, the propaganda. Nobody is actually dragging anybody.
Good evening, Mr. Host.
See them coming willingly.
Mr. Host, good evening, Mr. Host.
It's not what you're with now. It's not what you're with.
It's not what. Thank you for joining us. My ear they talk before talk.
Yeah, I've been one.
With. Ask the network or you know the.
Where's it?
Yeah, Mr. Losa. I've been want to ask you, you know, say 99% of my followers, my fellows are people. So I've been want to ask you, when you want to tell us our history now?
Which is the one again? We
The one we first talk.
Which one?
Whenever I get am.
If you like, if you repeat them again.
No, invite them come the platform. Invite them come the platform. Not being one good aside. Invite them come.
No, you know, say some of my people, they get issue with Benin people, so they come on a platform.
No, don't use that word Benin people. Will not get issue with anybody. You understand?
And now they talk like that now, but some of my people don't go like come on that side.
Generally, not be only me. And they talk on behalf of my brothers and sisters who doesn't have issue with anybody. Nobody see. There are a set of people that are trying to distort our history to lay down an ideology that we are not welcome. So that is why we are here. We are not fighting anybody. So do not use that language.
Now you talk like that now.
That is the truth.
Some of my people, they don't like
to learn more. If your brothers want to learn more, they should come to this platform and he will entertain them and he will teach them.
Mr. Alosa, I bet when you want to come, I'll pump you till the money gone.
Esan warrior, the one way
talk. No, happen again. Now I don't know.
Esan warrior, you still come with your historian. You still come with your historian, with your Esan historian.
Now the only Esan historian will get now useless person, now idiot.
Come with the idiot.
I'm not gonna let that idiot come my platform. Now a person.
I want to do now.
What do you want make I talk about again? Is that what do you want me to say?
Because
I think
how that that we get a Igbabonemi, how that our Igbabonemi take come about. You know, some people they say now so we come for Nupe. You know, all those ones. We need to clear the hair. So as people they call us say we come for Nupe, we come for Nupe, we not like that.
I'll let you those Esan people come from Nupe, because of their forefathers. The fathers came to live in Esan land and they come begin born children. Like as some Igbo people there now, they be Esan by birth. You know, some Igbo people by birth they be Esan. But if you trace their forefathers, they not be Esan. But by birth they are, but by ancestry, they are not. So that's how what happened. The Nupe people came in two different ways to this land. No, it don't only Esan. They came through Agbede, they used to come with gold copper. They come with medicine.
Maybe you want to make the problem with this, the problem with this, so we're not gonna know the real Esan, we're not gonna know the Nupe. You understand? Now recently, me they know say Bruce Ali not be Esan person, now Nupe, now he ancestors be. You understand? So they can't be difficult to even know the real Esan.
Esan warrior, which side you come from? You know,
I be Urohbo to come.
No, are you from Nupe?
Now that I mean not gonna know now. Make I can't explain that to us.
You yourself not gonna know who you be.
Because one of our useless that bastard that bastard that idiot whether they call Agbo goes to that bastard.
Even you yourself not gonna know who you be now.
Now they talk so now the guy they talk different things. So I'm not gonna know the one we are there again. The guy don't suspect me. He said we come for River Nile. Now so we come for this one. So we come for this one. So me want really know where for come. And many of my people want to know where we for come. You understand?
From Ghost. You not come from Ghost.
If you tell you say you come from River Nile, you not tell us say where were you called at that time? The name you were called.
Okay, me I not be historian. Now make me the time. That's where I can't tell us.
Don't worry, Mr. Alosa will do justice when he don't ready.
Now me they talk so because you can't be like saying now only Agbo Kosu now we get for Esan as historian.
No.
Then you ask the name where they call on for River Nile before. And the name where they call on for Ghost. Before una can't be Esan. You go ask that name and the name of your ancestors.
Because as they grow, they come. They tell us in our Benin, now we for come. Now, some of our historians, I don't know. So they say now so we come for Ribanan, so say we come for Nupe. So my leg now they tie one of my leg for up, they tie one of my hand. I don't know where they again. Huh? And now so many of my people now so they constantly be now because they don't disrespect our history. And if the idiots
called identity crisis.
Me na try go carry that gbe. Me na tire for bench. Me na beg like time with K.
we not see him more better beating. You understand? As it can't be like this now, even he say
because una king, una eloge go talk. He go say no. Una eloge not correct. That kind of person.
They talk so now, and the idiot if they talk the history, you know they bring any book.
Okay.
You know they bring any book. You know they give any reference. You understand? Now it is matter with this.
Make una fair they come and they debunk and vest.
Me and that story, I wanted debunk her. Now because they find a story where one can tell us our history. So
now they find out. Where are going to find out rich now?
who be that the idiot?
No,
you know you say the idiot.
The historian will go help now.
Now woman.
The historian will go help now. We are not going to find out rich now.
Now, we don't get the information saying na Italy then a woman put her for us.
No, not that one they ask.
Don't leak people's finish for
not be that one they ask. Not be that one. Wait till they ask. You say now who want to help now?
You say I know hear you.
No, wait till I ask. I say you say now who want to help now? Come correct. Wait till I be talk. Now they look for so. Then you can ask say we are not going to look for the person. Which place that can reach now? I mean, we are not going find the person reach now. I don't find a reach Esan land. Who want to help now? Talk about your history.
As it be like this,
Hold on. This 12 way day up. So waiting in me now, people will follow me.
No, na coin wey they give you abi.
Na gift. Oh.
Na gift wey they give you.
The question wey you ask me just now, as it come be like this, so it come be like say na Ali Agbo Okosu now we get as historian for Esan because nobody because nobody they come out now. Even our own Joseph, none of them they able to come out. If the one we go able to talk for Esan, they go say not be real Esan person.
Because we get some of now, get video where they say we are from Benin. I get so many of that video.
They said they don't know where they're from. That's why Agbo Okosu talk.
Agbo go come out the next day, go say that one not correct. You don't know anything. You understand?
That is what we are talking about. Because as you like this,
hold on, may I just talk.
After you come in, check our shop now. You come in, we'll talk better. Esan warrior.
Okay, now what he go teach you now better. May I just tell you the truth. Isa, they are from Benin. There is no two ways about it, okay? But there was a problem along the line because you guys were later infiltrated by the Nupe, and it later became worse by the Igbos. I will tell you the truth. You see any bloodline, any organ that is coming for those two measured, those are the problem we have today. But if you are from Benin organ, you will always have respect to your ancestral home. You see those that disrespect their ancestral home, those are the people that are infiltrated. Those are the people that came from the other organ. So you have to make it clear. So if you are among the people that disrespect your ancestral home, my brother, just consider yourself that you are from... No, hold on, let me finish. You consider yourself that you are from the other organ. So that is the problem. Okay?
One thing where you know understand, nobody go finish change my brain. You understand? For me, we are for come now. Uromi nami for come. You understand? I know how Uromi Matate come about. I know the first badge will come out. Say na fugitive, all those criminal. Now find that place where they come before the second badge will come.
No boss, still Prince, still nobody criminal fugitive. No boss.
That one na the second badge now. Now the second badge now Noble can't join now.
No. Esan warrior. Please, you guys should not get me wrong. The first batch between 1900 and 1400, some of them were banished priests and nobles from Benin. Okay?
Okay.
You know, like what DJ Selo said just now, that I would both agree that brothers were fighting themselves for supremacy. So some of the princes they had problem with themselves. You understand? And some of them were banished. So when you talk about that Esan today, those people that were banished, some of them were priests, they were nobles, some of them were criminals, some of them they were also fugitive. Fugitive was that probably maybe they commit one crime or the other. They now okay, they now run into the bush. You understand? So it's not only criminals and fugitives. We have nobles, we have priests too. Okay? That's what history says. I will not change history.
Okay, Mr. Losa. I will call you, you understand? Because one thing about if we want to know our history, I don't know why some people come up, they cry. You understand? The thing is, I don't even understand. We need to know our history. Some of my people they'll come up, they cry.
That's what you know the reason why that they try to claim supremacy. May I tell you something? You see, every Enoje where you see for your land today was installed by the Oba of Benin. Do you understand?
Of course, I know that now. I know that. So I know that we are the sons and daughter of the Benin kingdom.
So what does that tell you? Why they call they talk many things? Why they call they talk anyhow? Why they
that thing they make that they cry now? That thing you want they do now? You understand? Yeah. Because maybe they see and say now 90% of my followers now they listen to me. So maybe I make the body they hurt them. Now that one me want they do so.
Continue, my brother. You are doing the right thing.
God bless you.
Because they're not going to spoil our history. Esan history is well documented. I don't know why they call it spoil our history for our hand.
Yes, Esan history is very good. Esan history is very good. Many of the Obas, many of the mothers of the Obas, they came from Esan land. I've said it before. Many of them. Many of them they came from Esan land. Many of the Obas, it's not only the Obas, they only came from Benin. Some of them came from Esan land. And I will with time, if you continue to invite me, since there are people that want to listen to the genuine history, if you invite me, I will talk about it.
Of course.
So that we will know, that will tell you the source, so that people will know their history and be teaching their children at home. So just call me later, they will talk better. Okay?
Okay, sir. Because the idiot where they teach our history, the idiot where they call Bokosu, he don't get any reference, not they bring any book. He go just open him out, they clap him out up and down. If he finish,
he just scatter some of their brain finish.
You know the day where I know say that your brother don't know anything. Yeah, he say when it comes to the anthropology of Nigeria history, then some people are more populated. What does census has to do with anthropology? So that guy is lost. I will tell you.
That guy doesn't know anything. That guy don't know.
You understand?
Obidi.
That guy doesn't know anything, my brother.
Hatred of Edo, Oyate Strogesan. The hatred he have in his mind. Oyate Strogesan, which is very bad.
No, let me say something now. Esan, what did they call you now before Esan?
No name.
Nothing. We don't get any name
of your ancestors.
We don't have any name. It was Oba like as I heard.
At the first.
Oba Ewaye. I gave us that name, Esan.
That was when they
will not agree. Yes, you are.
But before the people were already living in that land. People were already living in that land. They don't have names.
They sell my brother.
They sell also.
When they scatter their brains.
They disvalue Una. If I really know the history of Africa, it will be proud to come from Benin. You understand? In case you don't know, that is Benin you see today and the Great Lake region. That is the two places where the first black people originated from. So if you don't find yourself in those two places, and we know the people that extract from those two places, the book is there. So if you are here on the internet saying rubbish, you are just watching, my brother.
I always say thank you guys for quality today.
As it be like this, so now also it's still a new account they come my platform now. Sister, that one,
And if
that they
they
pay
do
them for
it,
body.
if they do it, your platform go they grow because you know say truth there for there. You go they grow.
Exactly.
You go they grow. If you dey bring people that come to your platform to speak the truth about the genuine history, you would promote your platform. You go they grow. Not bring people where not where they talk with TV say tomorrow. Some of them go discover saying a lie. It will
Not go
affect your
bring
platform.
not go bring a Michael.
No, I'm an idiot. Now, as we get idiot, as Agbo coast for Esaland. Now, so they still get one idiot, whether na Urohbo or
Mike.
now still they still get one idiot for that side.
Sky King, I send you gifts. So I don't know whether you.
Oh, Mama, we say God bless you, man. We
Bless
say
you.
Yes, you
I
are.
appreciate.
Of course, gift. God bless you.
I appreciate. We say, Mama.
So, Esan Warrior, try to know
Thank
your
you very
history. You understand?
Of
History
course,
is your
of course. That
your
is why,
history is your present life. You understand?
because
So not let one person because of political interest, you call it change your history for you. You understand? You see those people where we know their bloodline. According to Africa history, those are the normal people. We know where they are coming from. You understand? They always fight for supremacy. They always go into imagination, like they feel oppressed by themselves. Every of your language, you feel oppressed to them. That is their life. So I can be able to differentiate myself from them. You understand? So,
Exactly. They are the one fighting for supremacy, and they are the one that will be claiming supremacy.
exactly. Yes. That is them. That is their bloodline.
Agbo goes to talk. He say our onoji of Esaland, our onoji of Uromi, say na useless person. Say no what they talk. Say na idiot. Now my onoji of Uromi big. Can you imagine?
You get the video?
No, he apply for me for doctor now. He say na my
Warrior.
he say my
You
onoji
gotta
Go and check Agbo Okosun very well. Agbo Okosun is not coming from Benin organ. That is why he's fighting like this. That is their character. So if he chooses to join them, if he decides to join them, it's going to be a problem.
He's a Nupe descendant.
Do you understand? So
And
that is
another
it.
Esan Warrior, you go ask what it represents some of your history, one and there for ghosts. You understand? Like we have so many
Ghost
things
DNA.
that represent the Edo history, the Benin history. You'll see tell and make it give you some of these things apart from the names. We represent
Mama, first of all, Mo ask Esan Warrior, what is ghost DNA? What do you understand by ghost DNA?
Yeah, I never even know. I never even hear that name before. That's
They say una get the ghost DNA. They
See,
say
ghost
una get
DNA, see, listen, ghost DNA, that is unknown ancestors. Unknown ancestors. Like ancestor that, does it exist or not?
Does it? Okay.
Are you from unknown ancestors? Tell us.
No, for me, maybe not the useless Agbo Kosu. Na him with the papa come for ghost DNA. Like me, I don't come for ghost DNA.
ghost DNA, meaning say una be spirit, una be ghost.
No, for me, I not come for ghost DNA.
But you know, say you, he say Esan. Esan, that means the whole Esan.
Now they talk so now. You know, say Esan get different parts. He get real Esan. He get the one we come for Nupe. He get the one we miss the people. So we don't know the one way they talk about because Agbo Okosun he has ancestors. Now it's in a river now they for come. So that was different for other Esan. So that is the thing.
Civilization already progressed from the lower Kemet to upper Kemet. Far. First pyramid, Benin Wall, before the existence of the Esan people. So how does that connect to River Nile?
I don't know. Now make I thought say I told us someone called the break because that idiot no copy they destroy our history.
That una people and Yoruba people every day now they formulate history. Every day.
You know, so Yoruba mix with us now. Maybe not cause we maybe not make we still get that kind of blood, that Yoruba blood. For us alone.
So just sit down.
Yoruba, those are
like we have the greatest wall, the longest wall in the whole world in Benin. The Anifas are there, the shrines, you know, a lot. we can mention that we can trace or represent the Benin history, the ancient Benin history. So for the River Nile, what do you have, like artworks, anything at all that represent the River Nile history, apart from the names that you were being called before you became Mason? You know,
Madam, I say our historian, the useless historian who will get whether the quiet book. Because I say the guy not they give any reference. He go just come out, begin to clap him out, dark the lips, they clap her up and down. He talk finish, he go enter house, no reference, no evidence. Now me the thing they tire me so.
Una get many work to do.
We get many work. That make me talk and say, na history now. I want to teach for my platform. I know all those things whether they cost that me. I know they do it for my platform.
If I go, because we want to talk about River Nile, me not they refer to it some people. Me, I'm surprised because when you talk about,
okay, now if you for come.
no, I not come from Esan. I don't come from Esan, but I understand the history. You know, not only the history of some people, but so me, I do my friend this already.
So, Mr. Alonso, no problem now. I will get in touch with you. What's up?
Let's talk even now.
Mao. Hello, so me, I want to log out. I greet everybody. Bye bye you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Tero, Mami Mila.
Mama, bye bye you.
Thank you very much.
DJ. See you later.
Mama Bila, thank you very much.
Greet everybody. Bye bye.
All right, Mami Mila, I will call you later. I'll call you on WhatsApp.
Okay. Where's it?
We'll talk.
Oh, mama, the WhatsApp. Me can I do a lot of
me, but the Olu now to have a long reign. Yeah. So that if I travel back to Nigeria, I don't get no problems. Because when I go to the village, it's gonna be problems. You know? My grandma told me well. She said, yeah, one time in the 80s, she went to the palace, which is a museum, right? So she went there and the creator of the museum was showing her around, and he asked her a few questions. When she identified who she was, she said, you're a princess. And she was like, listen, don't like be shouting that from the rafters. She went away and heard that the man was beheaded. So, and my grandma was the head of the family for me. She was a businesswoman. She had multiple businesses. She's a very strong, staunch woman. One of the first women driving in Nigeria. Her and Fella's mom traveled to England to learn how to drive. They don't mention these things, but you know, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah. And then being cousins as well. So I was just like, okay. Even grandma, but I knew my grandma was definitely a powerful woman. And in a man's world, you have to be a certain type of way, otherwise she would have never survived. So she was very harsh and staunch. Yeah, but I loved her even more for it. But yeah, rest in peace, grandma.
And this present Olu is trying to rewrite history. I don't know what he's trying to do, but
this. I mean, he's just like me. They drafted him from, you know, other places he's been enjoying in Europe and blah blah blah. We're sent here.
Yeah, but there are some things he said recently that were not really nice about the Urohbo of Benin, and it went viral on the internet.
Right.
So unlike you that had your grandma, may I so rest in peace, who was always there to tell you the truth.
Right.
Maybe he never had. I don't know because his mom is Yoruba.
Right, exactly. So that's what
Yeah,
I'm
so
trying to say. That's
he's
the
trying to
second.
make it look like the Shakiri people are Yorubas. How?
Right.
When did that start?
No, that's never happened. It's never happened.
So
Sorry.
that's what they are rewriting. If you go to Twitter now, there's a guy called Lord of Worry. He's always there throwing trash to the above.
I noticed.
Himself, not about Benin.
Yeah, I noticed. A lot of people running around with my flag, and I had to wonder which one was correct, because anyone can have the flag. So, yeah, there's a lot of perpetrators here. I saw people with the monkey face, with the Oba's face on it, God forbid, bad thing. But yeah, I saw so much on this internet. It's hard to trust, but I definitely felt that energy that I got from you guys was definitely genuine. Do you get what I'm saying? So I was like, yeah. I'm waiting to meet Sister Joy. Yeah, that one's just like me, like fire. Yeah, fire. You get me? Yeah, everyone must stay out the way. But yeah, I don't know why he's trying to rewrite history because he knows. I mean, the Ada and Ebe is there. Everything is there. Everything is same thing. The Oba is your uncle. There's no chaser. There's no doubt about that. The Oba is my uncle, but I'm saying he's my Baba. He's my father. Yeah. Because we come from the same bloodline. That's it. Yeah. So I don't understand. Yeah. Because if you look for Nana Olumu and then you see Oluwafo and then all the way back to Aware. Yeah. To what was the other one about Oluzwa? Yeah. That's why we got the Olu in there because yes, already it's not Yoruba. This is the problem. I keep getting that this Yoruba is this, Yoruba is that. Yes, to some people, but it means different things. The problem is Ajayi Crowder messed it up for them. Now every Yoruba word means something in the Bible. That's the problem. So now Olu means Lord. So it's Lord of Worry. It's so funny, but yeah, it's just to show you how words can be, in Yoruba. This is modern Yoruba. Yeah, this is not the ancient Yoruba, the tongue of the different clans.
Can you please listen to me?
Yes, brother.
The palace of Oba